Hi, Randy Altman with postPerspective at NAB 2014. I'm here with Facilis' Jim McKenna, and he is going to tell us a bit about the latest version of Terrblock, which was introduced in January.
Right.
So what are some of the important features?
Well, Terrblock 6.0 was released in January, as you said, and it has a lot to do with usability of the user interface, as well as some features that center on qualification of different workflows. Our 4K RAW and 4K DPX workflows have been increasing over the past year or so, so we're qualifying more of the RAW formats and more of the applications that use those RAW formats. We're making it easier for administrators to work with larger user groups with Active Directory and LDAP integration, synchronization of user groups into the Terrblock with permissioning during synchronization process. And also a lot of the volume-specific sort of workflow of project-based volumes, being able to shrink and also expand volumes. The volume size reduction is new for version 6, so that gives administrators a way to really efficiently work the volume set in the facility to make the best use of the space they have.
Now, is this stuff that you've heard from users? They've been asking for this type of...
Yeah, most all of our, we don't sell technology for its own sake. Most of what we do is because users have been asking for it, because we see a value in that feature for specific workflows in our core set of customers. We are a boutique post-production SAN, and so that means that anyone who's using an Avid, an Adobe, an Apple system, or an Autodesk, or an Assimilate, or a Blackmagic system needs to be able to rely on us to provide some workflow that's conducive to what they do.
Right, and you had mentioned that there's been some usability enhancements that include some customization.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Capabilities.
We can customize the interface to a greater degree now. Customizable columns. We can. The user mode is a little bit changed now, where permissions aren't exposed to the normal users, and so normal user access is a bit changed. To further lock down and secure the volume set. And also we have a command app now, which is a scriptable interface for the Terrblock manager. That gives us a way for administrators to log into a system and mount volumes on that system without ever being there. SSH or terminal, or command prompt into the system, and that actually allows us to write scripts that mount volumes on login. So you don't even need to worry about launching the Terrblock manager on the client if you're a freelancer, or these headless render farms, and so you can have multiple systems that simply log in, get the volumes they need, and start to go to work.
You had mentioned before that your product is targeted toward post-professionals and just post-professionals, which is pretty cool. And your customers span all sorts of segments within that, right?
Sure.
So
yeah.
Who's using your stuff?
Well, we have very large facilities, which are the cool sort of names to talk about, and they include most of the studios out there. Whether it be a Sony ImageWorks, or whether it be an NBC Universal Studios. We're not running the enterprise of these places. We're not doing all the office work, but they chose us for the very high bandwidth work groups, the very very intolerant of latencies, intolerant of low performance work groups, and so we work there very well. And of course, one systems, two systems, in thousands of these some small boutique post productions, in thousands of these corporate entities and these corporate production facilities in house, and places like Authentic Entertainment, who do 15 shows at a time in a reality series, having 60 or 70 users as an Endemol entity, using Terrblock on a daily basis and performing.
Is there anything that I haven't asked that you feel is important for people to know?
Well, the important thing to know is that we're really dedicated to what's coming next, and we're the only system out there that really allows you to future-proof. You put 16 gig fiber on, you put 16 gig fiber on a client, you're very able to go to wherever you need to in the next stage of these formats and these deliverables that people are seeing, 5K, 6K, 8K, and all the raw formats are well qualified and published for the stream counts and the different systems that we have. So just thinking about Terrblock in terms of not just what's now, but what's 2 years and 3 years from now. Because if you had done that a few years ago, before 4K was even in the conversation, then you'd have a Terrblock that could perform today at those levels.
So figuring out the trends before they actually become trends.
Exactly.
Very cool. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thank you.
Randy Altman, postPerspective, NAB 2014.